A pleasant morning to all of you. So before we proceed on presenting the bio board of Dr. Rizal, let me first give you the overview of this bio board. So it contains the biography of Dr. Rizal, specifically his family background, education, and works. And also, we will discuss the different countries he traveled to. So first, let's proceed to the biography of Dr. Rizal.
So, Jose Pitacio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realonda was born on June 19, 1861 in Calamba, Laguna. He was the seventh of 11 children, and his parents, Francisco Mercado and Chudora Alonso. They were educated and respected members of the community. Rizal's family instilled in him a love for learning, and his mother played a significant role in his early education. At the age of 9, he began his formal schooling under the instruction of Justiniano Aquino Cruz in Biñan, Laguna. He later studied under Lucas Padua. At 11 years old, Rizal entered the Ateneo Municipal de Manila as a scholar. At 16, Rizal graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree from Ateneo Municipal de Manila. He then enrolled in Philosophy and Letters at the University of Santo Tomas while also passing the surveyor's examination. However, his desire to pursue medicine led him to enroll in the preparatory medicine course at the same university. Rizal decided to continue his studies in Spain. He enrolled at the Universidad Central de Madrid, where he studied medicine and later earned a degree in philosophy and letters. In 1884, he obtained his licentiate in medicine, and in 1885, he completed his degree in philosophy and letters. Beyond his education, Rizal is most famous for his written works, which played a crucial role in awakening Filipino nationalism. His two novels, No Limitang Here, which is published on 1887, and El Filibusterismo, which is published in 1891. It highlighted the abuses of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. These writings was direct and powerful, using simple language to reach a wide audience. His essays and articles published in various newspapers and journals also contributed to the growing sentiment against colonial oppression.
In addition to his literary contribution, Rizal was a multi-talented individual. He was a skilled ophthalmologist, having studied under renowned doctors in Europe. He returned to the Philippines to practice medicine and help many patients. Rizal was also an accomplished artist, sculptor, and linguistic. Speak over 10 languages. His diverse, talented, and dedication to his country made him a respected figure both in the Philippines and abroad. Jose Rizal was executed by the Spanish authorities on December 30, 1896, at the age of 35. Despite his young age, his legacy lives on, a symbol of Filipino pride and patriotism. Through his writing, his advocacy for reforms, and his ultimate sacrifice, Rizal inspired a nation to speak independence and justice. Today, he is remembered as the national hero of the Philippines, with his life and works containing to inspire generations.
So now let's proceed to the different countries Rizal traveled to. So May 3, 1882, Rizal left the Philippines to pursue medical studies in Spain. So he boarded the ship Salvadora using the name Jose Mercado to avoid detection by Spanish authorities. So this marked the beginning of his secret mission. So it's not limited on academics or in pursuing medical studies, but also he have a secret mission, which is to observe European life and culture and prepare himself to liberate the Filipino people from Spanish tyranny. So first is in Singapore. So May 9, 1882, the Salvadora docked in Singapore. So, Dak parang nag-stop over or dumaong sa Singapore. So, the Salvadora Dak in Singapore, marking Rizal's first stop on his way to Spain. So, here, Rizal took time to explore the city, visiting the famed Botanical Garden, Buddhist temples, and the monument of Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles, the founder of Singapore. So, this stop was more than just sightseeing tour. It gave Rizal a first-hand look at thriving multicultural city under British rule, so contrasting it with the situation in the Philippines. So next is in Colombo, Sri Lanka. So Rizal's journey to Colombo was aboard a French ship Gemna. So he boarded a French ship Gemna. So this part of the journey was crucial as Rizal took the opportunity to improve his French language skills. So Colombo, it is a city that was under British control and it is known as the capital of Sri Lanka. So during Rizal's time, it was bustling hub of commerce reflecting the global connections of the British Empire. Then next is the in Suez Canal, Egypt. So as Rizal passed through the Suez Canal, he was amazed by the stunning moonlight scenery and the diverse mix of people and languages. So the Suez Canal is completed in 1869 and what it is the one of the most significant engineering feats of the 19th century. So it is a man-made waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, reducing the travel time between Europe and Asia. So this experience exposed Rizal to the strategic importance of global trade routes. And then next is in Naples, Italy. So June 11, 1882, Naples was the first European city Rizal set foot on. So Naples, known for its rich history, art, and architecture, it served as a gateway to Europe for Rizal. So it was here that he began to truly immerse himself in European culture and ideas, which would later influence his work and vision for the Philippines. And then, let's proceed to the Marseille, France. So, June 13, 1882, Rizal arrived in Marseille and stayed at Hotel Nuales Hotel and it is the one of France's oldest city and has always been a significant port city. It is known for its multicultural population. Then after 2 days, he left for Barcelona by express train, marking his entry into Spain. So, where his mission would continue to unfold. Then, in Barcelona, Rizal wrote his first abroad, which is the Amor Patrio or Patrio, in English, Love of Country. So, which was published in Diaryong Tagalog. So, Barcelona was a vibrant center of Spanish culture and politics, and Rizal's times here was marked by deepening his engagement with the Filipino expatriate community. So, Filipino expatriate, yun yung mga nagtatrabaho abroad, leaving their original country, and many of whom were also pushing for reforms in Philippines. And then, in Madrid, Spain, Rizal enrolled at Universidad Central de Madrid to pursue his medical studies. So he also became romantically involved with Consuelo Ortiga y Perez, or it is the daughter of Don Pablo. So during this period, Rizal was not only focused on his study but also growing nationalist movement. And Madrid was the political heart of Spain, and Rizal's experience here sharpened his understanding of colonialism and need for reform.
So the next country that he traveled is in Paris. So Rizal moved to Paris where he stayed initially at the hotel of the Paris before relocating to more affordable hotels. So he was mesmerized by Paris' beauty and often visited its museum. So the Paris is also called the City of Light, was the epicenter of art, science, and also politics. So Rizal times here was not just about the personal growth but also about the understanding the abroad social and political currents in Europe. So next country is Germany. So Rizal is visited also in Germany, particularly to specialize in ophthalmology during his stay. He stopped over in Barcelona to visit his friend Maximo Viola. In Germany, Rizal met Dr. Fyodor Jagor, author of The Travels in the Philippines, a book that deeply influenced him. So Germany was a center of scientific and medical advancement, and Rizal's training here would later help him serve his fellow Filipinos. So, the next country again is Switzerland. So, accompanied by Maximo Viola, Rizal visited Ferdinand Blumentritt in Switzerland. So, Blumentritt, an Austrian scholar and a close friend of Rizal. So, shared his interest in the Philippine studies. Switzerland, known for its neutrality and intellectual culture, so provided a peaceful environment for Rizal to discuss and develop his ideas. And next is Italy. So after a week in Rome, Rizal prepared to return to the Philippines. Rome, with its ancient history and symbolism as the heart of the Catholic Church, must have influenced Rizal's reflection on religions and its role in colonialism. So next is United States. Rizal left New York for Liverpool on board the city of Rome. So the United States, a young nation at that time, was rapidly industrializing and expanding its influence. Rizal's observation of American society were critical, nothing both its progress and its flaws. So next is London, England. So in London, become a refuge for Rizal from Spanish tyranny. While boarding with the Becket family, Rizal fell in love with the Gertrude Becket. So London was a place of learning for Rizal, and where he wrote his first article for a La Solidaridad, a newspaper founded by Graciano Lopez Jaena. The RDLM Society, founded by Rizal's in Paris, so aimed to spread useful and knowledge in the Philippines and redeem the Malay race. So, next is Belgium. In Brussels, Rizal's focused on writing his second novel, called Il Filibusterismo. However, his time here was also marked by distress as news from Calamba about worsening agrarian troubles reached him. So, despite of financial struggles, Rizal completed his novel, which was later published in Ghent, Belgium. So, next is the Biarritz, France. Rizal took a break in Biarritz, a resort of city on the French Riviera. It was here that he finished the last chapter of Il Filibusterismo. During his stay, he fell in love with Nelly Bousteed, the daughter of the Bousteed family.
So, next country po is Ghent, Belgium, in July 5, 1891. So, Rizal left Brussels for Ghent, where the cost of printing was cheaper. So, Ghent, a historic university city, was where Rizal published the El Filibusterismo. So, afterward, he left Europe for Hong Kong. So, next po is Hong Kong, in November 1891, June 1892. So after publishing El Filibusterismo, Rizal left Europe and headed to Hong Kong. Arriving in the November 1891, so in Hong Kong, Rizal practiced medicine and set up clinics. So he also planned to establish a Filipino community in Borneo, so where displaced Filipino could live freely. So his time in Hong Kong was marked by his close involvement with the Filipino community and discussions about the future of the Philippines. So let me tackle the return to the Philippines of Rizal in June 1892. So despite warnings from his friends and family, Rizal decided to return to the Philippines to continue his work for reform. So he arrived in Manila on June 26, 1892. So his return was motivated by his desire to help his fellow Filipinos and to further the cause he had championed throughout his travels. So next is the formation of the La Liga Filipina in July 3, 1892. So shortly after his return, Rizal founded the La Liga Filipina on July 3, 1892 in Tondo, Manila. So this organization aimed to unite Filipinas in a peaceful struggles for reforms. So La Liga Filipinas goals included mutual protections, defense against the violence and injustice, and the promotion of education, commerce, and agriculture. So next stop is to Rizal was arrested and exiled to Dapitan. So in July 1892. So just days after founding the La Liga Filipina, Rizal was arrested by Spanish authorities on July 6, 1892 and was exiled to Dapitan in Mindanao on July 17, 1892. So his exile was a significant period in his life where to continue his work as a physician, teacher, and community leader. So even as he remained under close watch by the Spanish authorities. Lastly, the legacy and final return. In 1896, although Rizal was eventually allowed to leave Dapitan, so his activities and writing had already sown the seeds of revolution in the Philippines. So his efforts contribute to the eventual rise of the Katipunan, a revolutionary group that sought independence from Spanish rule. So Rizal returned to the Philippines for the last time in 1896, where he was arrested and later executed by the Spanish. So colonial government on December 30 in 1896. So his execution further galvanized the Filipino people and became a pivotal moment in the Philippines revolution against Spanish rule.
Okay, trivia time!
Trivia time!
Okay. The trivia of Jose Rizal. Did you know that Jose Rizal won a lottery? Rizal hit the jackpot and won 6,200 pesos. He used the money to build a school, clinic, and the water system in Dapitan.
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you.